Hello, this is Shadi Reyes, our intervention fellow from MidStar Washington Hospital Center. And with me is Dr. Andrew Epstein. He is a professor of medicine at University of Pennsylvania, and he is the chief of cardiology of VA Philadelphia Medical Center. Welcome, Dr. Epstein.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Thank you. So we are here in the Mid-Atlantic Capital Cardiology Symposium. There's a big gathering, fellows, practicing physicians, early career, late career, mid-career. What's your advice for people attending these venues to take advantage of to launch their career going forward?
Well, first of all, the venue here at the Hart House is always a delight to be part of. And one of the missions of the ACC is to get people together and to make opportunities, not only for patients, but for its constituency. And a place like this is great because you guys get to meet a bunch of other folks who are contemporaries as well as mentors. And as I think about my career, you and I talked about this a little bit, is there's not one size that fits all. There's not one formula that is universally right. But I think what's important for every individual is to feel passionate about what they do. But the advice about getting to that end point to do what you want to do is you're not going to be spoon-fed. You have to make the opportunities yourself. And if you have a question, you ask it. And if there's somebody that's got an idea who's a mentor, go after them. They're not going to say, oh, would you like to do this? But you've got to say, you know, I've got an idea, and this is what I'm going to put on paper, and I'm going to make it happen. And nobody is ever going to fault you for that. And I'll say another thing, that piece of advice that I got early in my career was, especially if you are interested in academic medicine, your CV is your own. Nobody can ever take that away from you. So asking academic questions, if you're interested in that, and pursuing them on your own is important. That being said, if you're more in a private practice line, again, practices are not necessarily going to come to you. You have to go out and say, look, I'm interested. This is what I would like to do. How would we fit together?
Exactly. So you presented to us technology and new innovation in EP. And EP, as you said, it has been coming a long way from didn't exist 3 years ago to something very microchips and leadless pacemakers. How did you keep up with this kind of rapidly evolving field?
You do it, but you read, and it's overwhelming now since there's so many journals. But you really have to focus on that. You have to do your homework.
Right. And as you said, you find a niche, you dig into it, you ask questions, and network with people with the same interest. Yeah. I think that's the main. I see more and more this is the theme going forward.
Yeah, cardiology has gotten so big now between heart failure, intervention, and EP. It's impossible, I think, for anybody to know everything now. It's just as impossible to be a internist and a cardiologist to know all the nuances. Now, that being said, I also feel strongly that we have to be internists, and I think that will make you more marketable and interesting and a better doctor too, is if you think of yourself as an internist first, a cardiologist second, and then a subspecialist third. Because people are so sick now, you can't take care of somebody with multiple systemic diseases and lupus and this, that, and another thing, unless you've got a global sense of their care.
True. Very nice talking to you, Dr. Epstein.
Great.
It was really good advice to us and also to practitioners.